Hi guys!
Welcome back to Books, Tea and Biscuits. This video is slightly different to any of our previous videos in the fact that Joe's going to interview me so you guys can know more about me. So without any further ado, let's go.
Take it away, Joe.
Yes.
Right, so this is so you can get to know my best friend Kim a little bit better. So to start off with, we met a few years back when you did a shout out on Facebook, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because you were in amateur dramatics and you needed more people.
Yeah.
So then I turn up.
Yeah.
So you were then obviously acting.
I was.
So what were you doing at the time?
At the time, because I'd only been in that amateur dramatic theatre company for about 2 years, because I started when I was 17, and she said, we need more adults. I said, okay, I'm quite good with social media and the computer, I'll try and help. And lo and behold, Joe answered my shout out on Facebook saying, does anybody like theatre? Is anybody thinking of joining? We've got 2 pantos coming up. This is what we've got planned for the next couple of years. And Joe turned up and we've been friends ever since.
Mm-hmm. We have. But have you done other things besides panto?
Yeah, so obviously with the theatre company we did panto. We do one-act plays as well. So like festival was part of a festival, a theatre guild festival. But I've also, aside from that, I've been part of a student short video made by Birmingham City University, which went onto YouTube. That was about, it was called Lily, and it was about me being stalked on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And you saw me getting attacked, but then it ended, you don't know what happened. And then I was part of a film, I can't remember the name of the film, but James Postlethwaite, what a surname, was the director. And me and Joe have actually been extras in Doctors for the BBC. I ended up on the cutting room floor because I wasn't relevant to the scene. Joe was, you can see her in the background for about 2 seconds.
A bit longer than that.
3 seconds.
You see me walk past anyway.
So yeah, we've dabbled in certain things, little things outside of theatre, haven't we? Mm-hmm. And I've done a little bit of modelling. I think 2 photo shoots, Amy Winehouse one, and then I've actually done a professional one. It's closed down now, but it was called Double Take Studios in Birmingham. So that's what I've done.
So really, your heart's in acting? Yeah,
I've always liked theatre, and my sisters think I'm like the funny one, and I was really quiet in school. I didn't know what I wanted to do. But there'll be the odd times when my friends go, oh, you're really funny, or you've got a really good memory, so I could always remember lines and stuff, or, I don't know, a piece of dialogue from my favourite film. I'd always say it, and I'm okay with accents, I guess, so it's something I've always liked, so I just thought, why the heck not go for it? And I found a theatre company in Birmingham where you didn't have to actually audition. If you could make a fool of yourself, you got a part, and I'm good at making a fool of myself, so acting like a class clown, basically.
So,
let me get my tea.
Acting and what we're doing now, we know where the name come from. What you don't know is Kim thought of the name. But it's such a different, it's a bit of a leap from acting doing panto, etc., to then sitting down and presenting a book review show. So what made you decide to actually do that? I know you like reading, but what made you think, I know, this is what I want to do?
I think it's because we've had to step away from acting a bit, because obviously I work full-time, and with Joe caring for a mum, that's in itself is a full-time job. So we couldn't both actually commit any more to acting, because I live quite far away from where the rehearsals were being held, because it used to be in the centre of Birmingham in a theatre called the Old Rep, and then it moved, didn't it, because of funds and stuff. It moved to a different place, so it's about 5 or 6 miles more out of my way, and because I live more north, it's an extra 6 miles onto my already 20-mile journey per day. So 20 miles there to work and 20 miles back. But then if I'd go every day after work, say for show week, where you have to go to rehearsals every day, I couldn't commit to that, and I didn't want to say, yeah, I can do this, and then only show up once a week where I haven't learnt my lines or something. I don't think that's fair. So I've always said, if she needs any help, like with directing and stuff, or just props, or being a chaperone, which, you know, I'm okay to help, but I said I don't think it's fair that I commit. So I actually haven't done anything in about 2 years. So for me, this is the next step where, okay, it's not acting, but it's a little piece of us where we can show what we can do, where we love reading. We get to not be ourselves for 5 minutes, you know, because I think the people you see on screen are the people that we are, which is genuine. But it's kind of like acting because there's a camera there, so you're watching us. Not that I'm ever confident in things like that, and I've always, before every show, we'd always be nervous, wouldn't we? Like, oh my god, and then the last show we'd just be like, what the heck? But for us, like for me anyway, before these videos, I'm like, oh my god, what if I say the wrong thing? What if I act like a prat? What if I look scruffy? Or what if this and what if that? And then we get here and I'm like, oh, okay, I can do that. So it's kind of like acting, and that's why I wanted to do it.
So out the two, I know we're doing this because obviously lots of stuff has to be on the back burner anyway, plus with lockdowns and close downs and all sorts.
Restrictions, yeah.
It's difficult to go to theatre. So with this sort of thing, would you prefer to do this, or if somebody said, I want you in a show, you would jump at that?
Well, that's a hard question, because hopefully one day we could intertwine the both.
Actually, yeah,
I don't know,
like quite
do
good.
a review in the theatre somehow, if that could happen.
Yeah.
Or I know there's an abandoned cinema in Birmingham somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know if that's allowed, if we could get in there somehow, but I think this now is what I want to do, purely because I've been out of acting for 2 years. I haven't done anything in 2 years, and that's primarily because I had to put my job as well at the forefront, because I do get paid to do that, and we wasn't getting paid to do the acting, it was just a hobby. And I had to think, well, I can't keep missing days of work to go to rehearsals also. So I think it would be this, because we only need to do this once or twice a week, or a month even. I mean, we can read the books in our own time, but the actual recording of the video, we make plans for that. Where the rehearsals for acting, you've got no say in that. You go to when they tell you to go, and that's it. And what the theatre director says goes, and here it's what we say goes.
Yeah.
And there's only the two of us. We don't have to answer to anybody, and we always discuss everything, and we always come to an agreement. Oh well, you know, I'll have an idea, and then Jill will tell me if she likes it or not, or how we can change it. Or for Joe's idea, we'll be like, oh yeah, well that's good, but what about this as well? We can intertwine both. But with the acting, it's like, no, it's this or this, and that's it.
Yeah, I see.
So I think this is what my choice would be.
So, loving books like you do, you're a big fan of Harry Potter, aren't you?
I am.
So, am I right in thinking that if you could go to J.K. Rowling and say, can we interview you, you would?
Yeah, I'd even travel to Scotland to do it, because that's where she lives.
So you're that much of a fan?
Yeah.
You've got lots of stuff, haven't you, with Harry Potter?
Yeah, well, obviously I've been a fan since I was 11, yeah, because I was born in July, and it was, yeah. I was about 10 or 11, I got my first book, and it wasn't actually till I got the second book that I thought, oh my God, this is really, really good. And then for every birthday or every Christmas I would get a book, and it wasn't until I got The Order of the Phoenix, which is like that thick, that it took me a while to read it, because I was only young, and I had school as well. But I've got, I think, 5 different versions of each book. So I've got like 35 books in total. But they're the same content, just different covers. Because I know the 20th anniversary ones were out. So I've got The Philosopher's Stone, not the Sorcerer's Stone.
As in America?
Yeah, The Philosopher's Stone. I've got the original UK version, and then I've got the Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw and Slytherin version from the 20th anniversary. And then I've also got the standalones that is in The Cursed Child, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and The Crimes of Grindelwald.
Didn't you go, was it New York you went?
To
to do with the Cursed Child, was it?
Yeah, we went to New York in March, just before the UK went into lockdown, and we actually saw The Cursed Child Part 1 and Part 2 on Broadway.
Was that good?
It was really good. It's actually that long that it has to be over 2 shows, over 2 days.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so Part 1's on one day and Part 2's on the other day. And it wasn't what I was expecting, actually. I really liked it.
And you've got the book?
And I've got the book.
Is it closely...
Yeah, it is. But it's actually written as a screenplay, so it's not a novel as such.
Oh, right.
It's like Joe talk,
Yeah.
Kim talk.
Oh, I'm with you.
Like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
like as a script would look, and that's what I like. That took me back to acting, because I've got all my scripts as well that I had when I was acting, so yeah. And I've also been to Harry Potter World in Leavesden in the UK.
So have you ever thought about writing a book yourself? And if so, what sort would it be? I mean, you've got your Harry Potter type, so you've got your science fiction, fantasy, your magic, your crime, and spy thriller, maybe. So what genre would you actually go for? Would you combine them?
Well, to be honest, I haven't actually thought about writing a book, but if push come to shove and I ended up writing one, it would be kind of like a thriller, suspense, mystery, as in, you know, Bletchley Circle. I really like the TV show.
Yeah.
And if there's any books on Bletchley Circle, I like to read it. But it kind of like that aspect or genre with a twist, as in something sinister's going to happen to do with it. But there'd be little tidbits of information in there that would relate to me. I wouldn't write the protagonist as myself, but there'd be little things in there where if you were to read it, you'd be like, oh, that's a little bit of Kim. Yeah. What I'd like to be in is Blood Brothers by Willie Russell. I'd like to play Mrs. Johnston. I've seen that play umpteen times, and each one I've been perplexed by it. So yeah, I'd love to play Mrs. Johnston.
So who was your favourite playing Mrs. Johnson? Because if you've seen it 3 times, you've obviously seen 3 different people play Mrs. Johnson. And I know you saw Maureen Nolan because we went together.
Yeah.
And that was just truly amazing, wasn't it? So out the 3 you've seen, who's been your favourite?
Maureen Nolan, twice. I went to see her twice, once with you at the Birmingham Hippodrome, and once with my sister at the Birmingham Hippodrome. And then when I was in Manchester, when Marty Pello from Wet 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 was the narrator, Maureen Nolan again. And then I've seen it with one other person, but I can't remember who played her. But she, was really astonishing. That's the word I'm going to use.
Right, so definitely Blood Brothers for you.
Definitely Blood Brothers. Right. Anything Willie Russell does, really, I like it. Educating Rita as well with Julie Walters is good.
Good film.
Yeah. If that was in a play, I'd like to play Rita.
So Julie Walters is another one of your
I really like
heroes, heroines, whatever.
And she's a Brummie.
Yeah, she is, isn't she? So you've got Julie Walters, Meryl Streep. So can you imagine a film with them 2 in it?
Well, there is. There's 2.
Oh!
Mamma Mia.
Oh gosh, yeah, I forgot. I forgot she was in Mamma Mia. Duh. So you would do Mamma Mia?
Well, no, because I'm not that good a singer, to be honest.
Well, there's Pierce Brosnan.
If there was a talking version of Mamma Mia, yeah.
But that would defeat the point of Mamma Mia.
But I mean, that was more about their lives rather than ABBA songs.
Right.
Then yeah.
But Pierce Brosnan can't sing.
No, I do prefer him as James Bond, to be honest.
So are you a Bond fan, leading on to your favourite films,
I'm not
maybe?
a Bond fan, but if it was on the TV and it was Pierce Brosnan playing Bond, I'd sit down and watch it. He's my favourite one. I don't like Daniel Craig. I don't like Sean Connery, which a lot of people are going to shoot me for now. I don't like Timothy Dalton. I don't...
And what's wrong with Timothy Dalton?
I just never...
He plays into the book.
I couldn't get into it, and Ian Fleming's probably a Timothy Dalton fan as well.
No, he didn't know Timothy. He was dead before Timothy Dalton did.
That's how much I know. See, I just know Ian Fleming is the author. But yeah, Pierce Brosnan and James Bond for me is the best.
Right, okay. So would you ever do a Bond movie if you could?
No, I wouldn't.
So you're not that big a fan?
No.
So what sort of film would you like to be in? I know you'd like Meryl Streep to be in it, but if a film was written, not principally for you, but you were needed in it, what sort of film would you want to be? Would it be a period drama? Would it be an adventure? Would it be, you know, a mystery? Would it be, you know,
I'd like to be in a period drama because I think nobody else does period drama like the British. Like Downton Abbey the film, I'd like to be in that. But again, things like Criminal Minds, if that was a film, I'd like to be in that. I'd also like to be in the TV series. I know there's a recent TV show with Gillian Anderson called The Fall, where she plays Stella Gibson, who is senior investigating officer of some murders in Belfast in Ireland, and it's really good, and she plays Stella Gibson really good. Yeah, so I'd like to do stuff like that, sort of behavioural analysis type thing. Yeah.
Like we were talking about before. Yeah. Right, okay. So just so they know about a little bit more about you, not going into anything personal, favourite colour, favourite holiday, and your favourite fashion designer if you've got one.
Yeah, my favourite colour is purple, any shade of purple really. I think royal purple is it's meant to bring out calm and relaxing in somebody. So yeah, I've always liked that. My first music stand actually was bright purple when I played the violin. I got a bright purple one. My favourite holiday, well, ever since I was a child, and my dad has, like, we've got family in Wales, we've always gone to Wales. So Wales for us is always brings back memories, and because my dad's passed away now, once a year we always like to go to Wales at like a holiday camp, Haven holiday camp, which I really like. Obviously there are holidays abroad where, like my first holiday with my boyfriend, things like that, but for favourite as in with family, it would have to be Wales, because you can have a good holiday in the UK just as you can abroad. And what was your other question, sorry?
Favourite designer if you've got one.
Favourite designer? Actually, I like Vivienne Westwood. I like Prada. Gian Galliano. And the makeup artist I really like called Val Garland. I'm watching a TV show with her called Glow at the moment, and she's one of the judges in there. So I really like Val Garland as well as like makeup designer.
You're a vegetarian, aren't you, Kim?
I am.
So obviously the stuff you use is going to be cruelty-free.
Yeah.
Beauty without cruelty and all that. So you have a favourite perfume, do you not?
Yes, I do.
And what's that?
Stella McCartney, Stella. That's my favourite one. Joe got me one for Christmas a couple of years ago, which is the peony scented one in like a little coral coloured bottle. Yeah. I only use that on special occasions. Ben got me the bluebell scented one. Of the pop sent by Stella McCartney, and obviously I could only afford them when they're on special offer. So yeah, Stella McCartney is my favourite.
Lovely. It's been really nice for the people out there to get to know you, Kim.
Yeah.
So we'll say thank you for joining us.
It's okay.
And giving us an insight into you. So we'll say cheery bye, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys. And in the next video, I'm going to be interviewing Joe. So if you want me to ask any particular questions, DM us on Facebook and Instagram, or comment down below on the video. Bye.
Help.